Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Just want to chat with y'all, spread some knowledge with y'all because I know that all of us have been in a situation, the stuff we see on TV, the stuff with the school system, dealing with certain type of people. You know, sometimes you just get into situations where you dealing with certain type of people and they don't really want you to know what goes on behind the scenes. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes with the TV shows that you watch on TV, with the school system, just with a lot of stuff. I mean, we live in a world where, because just like the video I dropped earlier, I could never be the type of person to lie on my channel, but we live in a world where it's like a lot of stuff they don't really want you to know the truth about. Now, you do have some TV shows where they pretty much predict what's gonna go down in the future, just like with the Simpsons, they predicted a lot of stuff. And just like with a few episodes of the Boondocks, just like that episode where they had Barack Obama going up against John McCain, they pretty much predicted Barack Obama becoming the first black president of the United States, and how a lot of black people were gonna react to it, and how certain black people were gonna react to another black person not really feeling all that excited about Barack Obama becoming the first black president. The Boondocks predicted all of that stuff. I mean, you do have some of these TV shows where they do pretty much program us, like before it already happens, like you see it on a TV show and you just, react to it, like reminiscing, saying that you saw that on an episode of The Boondocks, or you saw that on an episode of The Simpsons. Like, you do got some of these TV shows that do predict a lot of stuff. And then but the thing about it is that when it comes down to these sitcoms, like with these sitcoms, the characters that these actors be playing, when they're off set, when they're off the stage, when they're off the camera, there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Fights break out, you know, what I mean, some sexual harassment may be happening. There's just a lot of stuff that these celebrities go through behind the scenes. And then, like I said, with the school system, with the parent teacher conferences, I mean, teachers are not really perfect. They make mistakes too. With the parent teacher conferences, like, they say this about a student, they say that about a student. But but behind the scenes, I mean, some of these teachers don't necessarily like care as much. And you see behind the scenes, like, a teacher may think this, a teacher may think that, all types of stuff, due to the fact that the student may have like a disability, or they may think the student has a disability. But everybody has potential. Everybody has God given abilities. The sad thing about public school, students are not even allowed to pray in school. I mean, if you want to be able to pray in school, you gotta dish out money. You gotta pay money for your kid to go to a Christian school. And to get into a Christian school, it is expensive. But if you don't want your kid to be around all of that negative and toxic energy in public school, if you really want to take your son or daughter out of that system, you gonna have to dish out some money, to put them into a Christian school. Or if you want them to learn some real stuff to the point, they can become a boss or whatever, you gotta dish out money for that. Because public school just doesn't really teach a lot of beneficial stuff. They just don't. And that's another thing too with these students. Some of these students, especially in high school, they pretty much know what goes on behind the scenes. When it comes down to the teachers teaching them this or teaching them that, they know what goes on behind the scenes. Some of these students actually be eavesdropping on some of these teachers' conversations. They know what goes on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And like with the way the world is right now, more and more people are waking up. With the way, like I said before, with this pandemic going on, I don't think school is ever gonna be the same. More and more people are waking up. I mean, if this is the year where like a lot of high school dropouts end up happening, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, dropping out of high school, I do not encourage it. I do not encourage nobody to drop out of high school. I mean, if you still in high school and if you watching this video, get your diploma. Get your diploma. I'm not encouraging you and I'm not recommending you to drop out of high school at all. But, however, if you somehow drop out because you probably already know the ins and out, you probably already know what goes on behind the scenes. You more than likely you already know that school is not really teaching you anything beneficial. More than likely you already know that school is not really gonna do anything for you in the future. Like you already know that. You already know that there's people that have college degrees and they don't really have nothing good going on with their life. Like, the ins and out. You know what's real. You know what school really is. You're woke. You're the chosen one. But still, I encourage you to get your diploma. I recommend you doing that. But however, if you drop out, you can still achieve success, like I always say. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, this and that. Like with the parent teacher conferences, the teacher may tell the parent they don't know why the student is doing this, they don't know why the student is doing that. I mean, sometimes it's like with these teachers, they can't like figure a certain student out. Every student has God given abilities, but you see, the thing about it is that a teacher is not a boss. At the end of the day, a teacher is not a boss. A teacher works for the principal. A teacher is an employee. They gotta go by these rules. And yeah, and these teachers, they know that it's not really fair. They know that by them teaching the students all this stuff, trying to cram it all up in their brain all at once, they know it's not really gonna work out. But again, so sometimes it's like these principals be having some strict rules, and then when it comes down to a teacher giving out a test and the students take the test and there's a lot of them that flunk it, the teacher would just be like, we gotta move on, because it could be like coming close for the state exams, like the EOGs and the EOCs, like. And I'm gonna break this down to you. Them state exams do not determine your life either. The standardized testing, the state exams, they do not determine your life. If you get a 1 on a state exam or a 2 on a state exam, an EOG, a EOC, it does not determine your life. Life is too short. Like, just because of the fact that you never passed your EOG, you never passed your EOC, you're gonna live your whole life, you're just gonna give up and you're not gonna keep on trying. You gotta keep on trying, because at the end of the day, you only get one life. And to tell you the truth, I also know with some students, they feel that school kind of be stripping away their imagination from them. Some people feel that school actually be holding them back from their dreams, because school, teaches you, it prepares you to be a 9 to 5 worker. Like, it pretty much prepares you to live out someone else's dream and not your dream. They want you to be what they want you to be, not what you want to be. That's pretty much all it really is. But like I said, there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes they may want to set up a parent-teacher conference on a student because of the fact that the student doesn't really do a lot of talking. And I'm pretty sure that's like the main reason why some students feel that school is like torture for them due to the fact that they don't really talk much. But yeah, there's always stuff that goes on behind the scenes. The school system, TV sitcoms, dealing with certain type of people. Always know that there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Don't be fooled. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, don't be gullible because there's always some type of weird stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all, because with the way things are right now, the world is changing day by day. More and more people are becoming woke, and the higher ups, they're not really liking it. The government is not liking it. The government doesn't like the fact that there is still people that don't want to take the shot. But yeah, with me spreading this knowledge, with me spreading this information, you can share the videos. Let's get the knowledge out there. Let's help the people out. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.